r/AskReddit, serious, what's a movie that disturbed the fuck out of you? Jacob's Ladder. Feeling like you were also becoming insane as the viewer freaked me out. One of my favorite horror movies. Thank you for mentioning this one. I fully agree. I think they pioneered the blurry shaking head. I used the ice bath wisdom to bring my son's 104 temperature down. Watership Down. It's a cartoon. It's got bunnies in it. Oh dear God. The gassing of the Warren was the worst for me. I think the part that messed me up was that happy bunny place where they just didn't mind being sacrificed. Threads, and scum. Threads always bothered me because of a simple detail. It was the windows. Seriously, the windows were broken when the bombs fell, which makes sense, but then the movie goes 20 years into the future and the windows are still broken. After 20 years, the windows are still broken, which says how society has collapsed when something as simple as windows are broken decades later and nobody can fix them. Contagion. I watched it in late March 2020. Not sure why I did that to myself. I watched Contagion while on a plane. That was a bad choice. Kids. I first watched Kids when I was the age of all the characters in it. It fucked me up so hard. 7. But only because someone had told me that it's a comedy. Oldboy. The only Korean movie I've watched, fucked my brain up in ways I never thought a movie could. Psychological thriller at its best. I love the UXO so much, but God, that twist just leaves you feeling a visceral ick for days. Check out I Saw the Devil. Audition. The gentleman is holding multiple auditions for a potential suitor. And he chooses the most chill and relaxing girl who just seems like she is cool. Then when he calls her, we just see a phone on the floor with her just sitting next to it staring at it. Chills. Then the bag in the background starts to wiggle with a person obviously in it. Fucking psychopaths, dude. My college buddies convinced someone it was a cute but awkward rom-com before they all watched it together. Johnny Got His Gun. I was bedridden with a serious injury at the time. It was a bad idea. This is the only movie ever directed by the famously blacklisted screenwriter Dalton Trumbo, the man who also wrote the novel, Johnny Got His Gun. Featuring Donald Sutherland as Jesus. The baby dying and walking on the ceiling in Trainspotting haunted me for months. Saw Trainspotting at my mom's, and we saw that scene. She got up, put her coat on, and walked out. It physically upset her. A Fire in the Sky. The lust scene is one of the most disturbing scenes I have ever watched. The way they don't even need to show what happened and leave it up to your imagination is brilliant but deeply unsettling. The flashback of Travis waking up on the alien ship, that whole sequence scared the hell out of me. I saw that movie as an adult, and it is legitimately the most horrifying non-horror movie I've ever seen. Especially the scene, Link. Hereditary. The car scene. Fucked me up as someone with a younger brother. That scene where he just goes to bed and hopes it'll work itself out in the morning. It's so stupid but something so common with teens. His mom screaming in the morning, so damn chilling. The Descent, creepy ass film, had me on the edge of my seat all the while through. The Ring. I have a barn in my backyard and a well in my front yard. Close second is The Grudge. No more horror movies after that. The Platform. There's a tower, and every day, food starts on the top floor and stops for 2 minutes on each level, so each level gets less and less food. There's 2 people on each platform. Really shows humanity's true colors. This was an amazing movie. So simple but so dark. Fun fact, this horror movie inspired the Gordon Ramsay cooking show called Next Level Chef. Martyrs, the original French version. It's visually and psychologically terrifying. Sloth guy jump scare got me good, LOL. Martyrs has stayed with me for so long. I watched a Serbian film and hated it because it felt like pointless gore porn, but Martyrs, there was narrative meaning behind the torture. Cut so much deeper. A Clockwork Orange is pretty disturbing. That, and Requiem for a Dream are 2 movies that I've seen, and am glad to have seen, but will never watch again. I guess the best way to describe it is that I didn't dislike the films, but I disliked watching the films, if that makes sense. Event Horizon is the only movie to ever give me nightmares. Not sure why, but that movie freaks me out. I like to think of Event Horizon, Pandorum, and Sunshine as being a loose trilogy of space nightmares. Ah yes, the first installment of the WH-40K franchise. Schindler's List, I think it affected everyone who saw it, judging by the looks on their faces as we left the theater. Absolutely. Everyone has to see that movie at least once in their lifetime. Crash. Not the terrible Best Picture winner, but the mid-90s James Spader movie about people who are sexually aroused by car crashes. It is upsetting. LOL, I love how it's basically just common accepted doctrine that Crash was the worst Best Picture winner in the last several decades. So what's in the box? You will probably laugh. Mine's Poltergeist, 1984. I was 14 and after that movie I never left the TV turned on after 11 p.m. The screen's noise. Nowadays every channel is 24/7. The fourth kind, I still think about that owl. People are gonna say Requiem for a Dream and Irreversible. Both of which are horror shows. The actual answer is Blue Velvet when you're off work with the flu. Pabst Blue Ribbon Baby. Now you're talking. Blue Velvet is the cornucopia of movies. It has something for everyone. It can make this list for disturbing, but can make other lists for mysterious, surreal, artful, and dark, beautiful and dreamy, thoughtful, and meaningful. It's got to be on the pinnacle of what movies can offer. The road messed me up for a while. Particularly the cellar scene. The book was worse. 8mm fucked me up for a long time. 8mm, Hostel series, and a Serbian film. My friend told me they were worth watching. I'm starting to think either I'm a pussy or he's a freak. Those were hard to watch. Grave of the Fireflies. It's both the best anime you'll ever watch, but one you'll vow to never watch again. A lot of people at my theater walked out, and I almost did. It's one of the best films I've seen and I never want to see it again. Come and see. Great film, disturbing nature aside. Midsommar. Watched a special midnight screening of the director's cut. The testupa scene came out of left field, and made me sick to my stomach. First time I've ever felt like that from a movie. The scene at the beginning where it slowly reveals what happened to her family fucked with me way more than any of the rest of the movie. The way the whole movie was filmed was so visceral, none of us stood a chance. Flatliners. Fucked with me for years. Two scenes from two movies. One, the miscarriage birthing scene of a deer from Lars von Trier's Antichrist. It's a very interesting, dark film that could use another viewing, but I can't see that scene again. Uneasy face. 2, the scene in Eraserhead when the cooked chicken on a plate starts coming alive. I get shudders thinking about how disturbing that was to me. I'm old, so The Birds, which I saw when I was 5 or so. Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte, which I also saw about that age. The boyfriend's hands and head get chopped off, and I swear for about 8 years I could not sleep with my hands and head exposed. The Ring, because while we were watching the DVD, the FING phone rang. We all screamed. I obviously didn't answer it, then it rang again and I thought I'd better see who it was. Nobody important, but the timing scared me so much. Signs. When the alien comes out of the bushes at the kids' party. Oh fuck no. That scene sets the standard, but before that it was seeing the alien on the barn roof that made me twitch. Vimano's Children. When I was a kid, Judge Doom from Roger Rabbit gave me nightmares. The leg in cornfield at night after the dog was barking. Shudders. I hardly slept for 2 nights straight because of that scene as a kid. The leg shifting out of sight in the cornfield. No. Fucking. Thank. You. Tusk. The Hills Have Eyes. The birth scene still lives in my nightmares. The Mist. Giant insects and an ending that left you gutted. Acrophobics and optimists beware. Bone Tomahawk. Recently watched this. The wishbone scene is one of the most gruesome things I've seen in a movie. Straight up murders a cartoon shoe in front of our innocent eyes. Remember me, Eddie? When I killed your brother. I sounded just like AETHIS. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.